going on, man? We are back in black in the building. Man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody at the Court Plantation. If you are, with power and respect, shout out to David, Shawnee, Eric in the building. Mariah, Tasha, everybody, happy birthday to Tasha and Mariah. It is what they call it. I don't know, signs or whatever, but I know it's their birthday this week. God dang. Shout out to them, man. They're able to make it another year around the sun. You know, it's fucked up out here, man. Motherfuckers dropping like flies, so you better celebrate your birthday. Now, this is the one time I'll give you the pass, man. You better get white boy wasted type shit. Man, for real. Shout out to everybody out there, man. James Youngblood, man. We about to talk about the blinded actor, Alec Baldwin. I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm going to be reading a little bit about what was going on with him. He basically did what happened to Brandon Lee. They had real bullets mixed with blanks, and he just in there dumping, and somebody got killed, and now they about to charge his ass. He should have checked that shit himself. Sounds like he got set up. But anyway, we're going to get into it today. Let's make it happen like yesterday. Man. And you know what? I don't know if I did a podcast about this, but I remember this shit. I really remember this big time. And I don't know, man. I feel like since somebody got killed, they like, well, we got to charge somebody. And they're going to charge him for involuntary manslaughter. Basically, like he wasn't premeditating to kill somebody, but basically was negligence because he didn't. They're gonna get him on not, unloading the gun and reloading it and making sure, going through the safety precautions before you fire any blanks or anything like that. So they're gonna get him with that. That's crazy, man, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean? So, here, let me see, because it's on CNN. Let's go. Let's see. He didn't even know. All right. Actor Alec Baldwin and his legal team feel blindsided by today's charges. His attorney, Luke Nikas, told CNN in a statement Thursday they are not given any indication Baldwin would face criminal charges and say they learned of the charges in media, according to Nikas. In her first televised interview after announcing the charges decisions, New Mexico's first judicial district attorney, Mary Carmack Atwise, told CNN's Josh Campbell her office was in almost constant contact with the opposing parties' attorneys for about the last 6 weeks. They didn't know exactly what was coming, but they were aware that we were contemplating charges and that we were aware of what the contemplated charges were, she said. Earlier Thursday, Nika said the decision to charge distorts Hauna Hutchins' tragic death and represents a terrible miscarriage of justice. Mr. Baldwin had no reason to believe there was a live bullet in the gun or anywhere on the movie set. He relied on the professionals with whom he worked, who assured him the gun did not have live rounds. We will fight these charges and we will win, Nika said. Sounds like somebody set his ass up. And it sounds like it's going to be some white fragility involved and some deflecting involved. Somebody got killed. And even if they told you wasn't no live rounds, you should have went check your damn self. Well, that's for black folk, not for them. District attorney, other actors and celebrities have told my office that they always check their guns. Many other actors have said they always check their guns or have someone check in front of them. New Mexico First Judicial District Attorney Mary Carmack Atwise told CNN shortly after announcing her intention on charging actor Alec Baldwin of the Baldwin brothers and film armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed with involuntary manslaughter. She noted that some of these actors were even A-list celebrities. Every person that handles a gun has a duty to make sure that if they're going to handle that gun, point at someone and pull the trigger, that it is not going to fire a projectile and kill someone, she said. An actor does not get a free pass just because they are an actor. That is what is so important. We are saying here in New Mexico that everyone is equal under the law, she added. Carmack said there were live rounds mixed with dummy rounds and crews were not checking ammunition regularly. Somehow a live round got loaded into the gun that was handed to Baldwin. That was a setup. But that was on him too though. He didn't check it. He didn't do anything, do any of the things he was supposed to do to make sure that it was safe or that anyone around him was safe. Carmack said Baldwin failing to check the gun before firing it is a key piece of information that prosecutors are using to argue that he was negligent about the safety standards. Carmack Atwise said negligence is an important part of the involuntary manslaughter charge, according to CNN legal analyst Elliot Williams. Overall, there was a lack of safety and safety standards on set, the district attorney says. The family of Yana Hutchins, the cinematographer killed on the Rust movie set, said they support the charges that are expected to be filed against actor Alec Baldwin and film armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. It is a comfort to the family that in New Mexico, no one is above the law, according to the statement. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You on the set acting and somebody got real round change. That boy ain't going to jail. He not even going to have a face at civil suit. That's a fact. Now, I feel that they're charging him because they're like, fuck, we got to charge somebody. We can't just be out here. But they know good and damn well Alec Baldwin's attorneys is going to beat that because what they're going to do is, without a reasonable doubt, they're going to prove the gun handlers and everybody on staff was not doing their due diligence. Hey, I'm just an actor. That's their job. That's why they're getting paid. Watch. That's, you know what I mean? Even though shit runs downhill, but you got to remember, this is a dominant society person with money and attorneys, and he going to keep pushing it and keep pushing it. The manslaughter charges are not going to stick, and then they're going to sue him civilly, and even if he does go to court civilly, he go throw him a couple of $100,000 and it's going to be done. That's what's going to end up happening. Because, as Tariq Nasheed says, I'm white and I'm say so, and I look at it from my perspective and from not the dominant society's perspective, I'm talking about from foundational Black American perspective. You know, we gonna always safety check everything because we don't trust people because we know what could happen to us. But in this day's society, the dominant society is even more emboldened to be like, I don't give a fuck if that gun went off to somebody. Basically, that's what he's saying. What he's saying is, hey, that ain't on me that person died. They should have checked the guns before. But then the people on set are like, hey, he don't never check shit. And that's his job to check it. So now it's gonna be an internal Hollywood fight. And shout out to my brother James Youngblood. But here's the thing that people don't understand. His attorneys are going to be talking to those attorneys, and those attorneys are going to be talking to other attorneys, and this shit is going to go away. And why this shit is being publicized, that Asian man that shot that young black kid, he got out of jail. Ain't nobody talking about him. That's attempted murder. He shot a young black kid. Kid was riding his big wheel or his little bicycle, and he shot this black kid, and they let him out immediately. So I don't want to hear this shit. That's what I'm saying. Just like I was reading this article about the firefighter in Henderson in Las Vegas, and him and his wife were just running game on this debilitated elderly person who needed their help, and they was pretending like they was taking care of this person. They was just robbing the person blind. It's like, god damn. But when it comes to black folk, they put it all over news, all over media. These are the things that I want us to see. And he's gonna say, hey man, they were supposed to check. He's gonna be able to get away with stuff that we could never get away with. You know what I mean? We gotta understand that and look at those things, because I look at it every day. You see it all the time. You know what I mean? And I see the team. There was this thing I was reading on the news. A female monitor is speaking out against the YMCA's transgender inclusion policy after she encountered a naked man while showering in the women's locker room at San Diego location. Earlier this month, a 17-year-old Rebecca Phillips was showering at the Santa Fe facility after her swim workout when she noticed a naked man in the women's locker room. Phillips immediately went back into the shower, terrified, and hid behind the curtain until he was gone. She told the Santee City Council last week. Philip then ran into the bathroom stall to quickly change before confronting the people at the front desk about the situation. Choking up as she gave her testimony to the council, Phillips said, I could only think of my 5-year-old sister, who I bring to this gym during the summer to enjoy their water slides. The locker room was supposed to be her safe haven to gossip with her friends and shower and change. Here, let's see what she said, and then we're going to give our thoughts on this. And then we're gonna end it out. Hold on, let's see what we can get, because I think this is very interesting. Very, very, very.
My name is Rebecca Phillips, and I'm 17 years old. I am not a resident of Santee, but I am employed at a local restaurant, the Omelet Factory, and I work out regularly at the Santee YMCA. Just 2 weeks ago, after finishing my shift at my job, I went to the gym to swim laps. As I was showering after my workout, I saw a naked male in...
See, this is what you fucking people get. Democrat, trans lives matter, LGBTQ. Yeah, you didn't know it was going to affect your little sister. It was going to affect your little brother. It was going to affect everybody in your family in a very negative way, because now you're not going to want your child or your little brother, your little sister looking at a naked man in their bathroom. See, this is what happens when motherfuckers just go for the sucker shit.
Women's locker room. I immediately went back into the shower, terrified, and hid behind their flimsy excuse for a curtain until he was gone. I ran into a bathroom stall to change as quickly as I could, organizing my thoughts to share with the people at the front desk. As I did so, I could only think of my 5-year-old sister, who I bring to this gym during the summer to...
See, she's choked up. Let me tell y'all why these dominant society are choked up. Because now they're realizing, ooh, I think we fucked up pushing that agenda. Maybe we shouldn't be pushing that agenda. Because, see, people think in the dominant society all with it. There's a lot of dominant societies like, hey, hold on. I want my motherfucking kids and little brothers and sisters seeing this sucker shit. But that's what you get. Because motherfuckers be trying to push agendas on the foundational Black Americans and the people that have built this country. And then when we reject it, they treat us like we're hostile and we are xenophobic and homophobic and all that. We ain't scared of nobody, but we want to protect our younger generations and our children. Let's keep playing.
Enjoy their water slides. This is the YMCA, where hundreds of children spend their summer afternoons in childcare camps.
And she's not lying. Because I used to work at the YMCA in Las Vegas, Nevada. I worked at a lot of them out here. And let me tell you, I did not play that sucker shit in the bathroom. That's one thing when you're dealing with children and you want to not just encourage, but kind of lead by example. So, you know, when we would take the kids, and shout out to Leo, shout out to everybody that worked at the YMCA when I worked there. When we would take the kids to swim, just like she's saying, there are bathrooms. But most YMCA locker rooms that I've worked at, you have an adult side and you have a children's side. And then it'll say 18 and over for, you know, adults or whatever. But even when it didn't say that, before we even go in the bathroom, this is the first thing I tell them kids. Don't be in there playing around, because if you in there playing around, I'm calling your mama. And if I call your mama at work, you already know what's going to happen. And I really would go hard on the Black kids. Don't be in there fucking around. You go in there, you do your business, and I want to see you outside on the pool deck. You got 5 minutes to change, and I'm going to be waiting on that pool deck. And when y'all hear that whistle, y'all hear that, y'all better be outside ready to go swim. And if I have to come in there and get you because you in there playing around and because you want to have all this folly in the bathroom, we have a problem. And I will be contacting your parents, and we will be having a conversation about what you're doing. Luckily, a lot of the kids, 90% of the kids that I dealt with at the YMCA, they listened to me because they knew I would call their parents. Because I didn't play that in the bathroom, because kids could say they got touched or anything. And if you're not on your job, you could be implicated in something like that. So I didn't play that. And I knew a lot of other people that work with me at the YMCA, we didn't play that bullshit. So I understand where this dominant society person is coming from, but I'm still looking at the dominant society because y'all the ones been pushing this agenda. Hold on for just 1 second.
This is the YMCA where my little sister took gymnastics lessons. The locker room was supposed to be her safe haven to gossip with her friends and shower and change. When I asked the YMCA management what their policy was regarding transgenders, They confirmed that the man that I saw was indeed allowed to shower wherever he pleased. As long as you are not a red flag on Megan's Law, the California Sex Offender Registry, a grown male can shower alongside a teenage girl at your YMCA location here in Santee. I was made to feel as though I had done something wrong when I talked to people at the YMCA. Somehow, the indecent exposure of a male to a female minor was an inconvenience to them. When my dad spoke to the sheriff's office, they told him that he should never allow me to shower there ever again. The YMCA wouldn't let my father speak to the manager of the Santee branch. After waiting several days, he finally received a call from Terry Moss, who is the director of membership for San Diego County. She informed my dad that I was not in any danger at the time of the incident, that I was safe.
And see, you know how they said she wasn't in any danger? Yeah, but that could be considered public lewdness with a minor. Because if that was a grown man in there and that's a 17-year-old girl, that could be considered public nuisance. Oh, but guess what? Oh, identify as woman. So basically what you telling me is I can go shower at the women's locker room in the YMCA and tell them, hey, man, I identify as a woman. Man, James Youngblood, David, Tasha, Mariah, I'm telling you, my black ass will be on the news so fucking fast. Niggas will be like, oh, shit, this nigga Warren done lost his fucking mind. This nigga done said he identified as a woman and was in the bitch bathroom, and now they done arrested this motherfucker. And I get a public lewdness with a minor charge with some shit, some sucker shit like that. Man, these people are full of shit.
But I ask you this. I'm assuming all of you either have a wife, a sister, daughters, or granddaughters, or are a woman yourself. Could you knowingly send an underage girl into a room where there was a naked male and say that she was not in danger, that she was safe, or more importantly, that this was right?
And that's all we gonna play. That's all we gonna play. But man, this is a great topic, man. This is a great topic. And the reason why I'm saying it's a great topic is because we have to understand they make up whatever they want to make up. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. Don't you take your black ass into a woman's bathroom talking about, hey, my nigga, I identify as a woman. And while you up here looking at pussy and shit, they gonna be like, man, get your black ass the fuck up out of here. But only the dominant society. But what I love the most is now the dominant society about to start turning on each other because, oh, it doesn't benefit you anymore. Well, this is what y'all get for being in alignment with all this sucker shit they trying to push on everybody. This he, her, you, like all these pronouns, all this crazy shit. It's like, why can't you say, hey, man, what up, man? Or I did, just like the Matrix. They went from the Wachowski brothers to the Wachowski sisters. Man, what kind? And then made the whole movie moist. That's why that Matrix wasn't shit. And that's why nobody talks about it. It was horrible. Because you trying to push your agendas on people. I feel like in the United States of America, it should be free speech. It should be free thought. And if you don't agree, you should be able to agree to disagree, but you should not be allowed to push agendas on people. And I feel like, hey man, I have love for everybody, you know, all across the board. If you're LGBTQ and all that, I got love for you too. If you Foundation Black American, you my people. That's not the issue. The issue is we have to do things within reason. And me personally, that is kind of a awkward position to be in as a minor, and it's a grown man in there changing whether he identifies as a woman or not. Yeah, for a 17-year-old, that is kind of traumatic. You know, we don't know her situation. We don't know, you know, if she's been around other men like that. Maybe that was her first time being around a man. So we have to look at her perspective too and not just cater to one side. It has to be a commonality involved. And we, as Foundation Black Americans, got to know the agenda that they're pushing. You already know who I am. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Shout out to everybody out there. Hey, like I said before, if you like, man, that's cool. Guilty, nigga. Y'all know me. I'm out. Peace.